What is up? Back again to our Laura Exable, or Alon, here to do some more Galactic War. Yeah, yesterday's video wasn't the best, but we were running out the door. We were going to visit my sister, so had a lot of stuff going on in the house. So sorry if that wasn't that good a quality. So, also, I did upload a movie on the 1st, and looks like it didn't show up. And looks like I accidentally uploaded a duplicate, so I uploaded the 1st as well. So, yeah, I've been recording every day this week. And I believe on the 1st I tried to run a different comp to show you guys, and I didn't make it very far. You know, I made it about halfway, and then I almost lost. So, this comp obviously does help quite a bit. Nice try. Sorry, Daka. No can do. Some of the game, you know, I still get frustrated about. And I know some of y'all feel that way too. I saw a really funny post on the forum. Somebody was saying, like, Mace Windu too strong, hit too hard, 700 HP. He was joking. He was being sarcastic. Strongest Jedi in the Star Wars realm, hitting too hard for 700. He's right. I mean, why they made certain people tanks, you know, that's really questionable. And he has no place in the game or in the metal. Newt Gunray has no synergy at all. He has no synergy in his own kit, and the only thing he'd be really good at is PvE with Tebow as a leader as well, so you get double leader bonus. Otherwise, he doesn't make sense. You know, Qui-Gon Jinn is irritating to people because he speeds up Jedi teams, and because he has such a quick reset on this. And shoot, obviously, I like Qui-Gon Jinn, but you know, I get it. And he helps out old Ben, so you can make some dirty rice real quick. But see how he took down your timers, the turn meters, took Chewie and Consular to half. That hurts. I mean, when you're PvP, that hurts a lot. Here's the thing too, Poe I have a major concern with right now, because he completely outshines every other tank in the game. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you guys do a little bit of research, he has the highest tenacity in the game. Crazy high. Like 57, okay? No one has even that close. They're like 20 away from that. They're like in the 30s, maybe a 40. No one's got that high tenacity. If you don't know, tenacity is supposed to help you resist. And it really does. In the case of Qui-Gon Jinn's Humbling Blow almost never gets resisted. I mean, Humbling Blow takes off the taunt buff. Nah, he'll resist you. He'll resist pretty hard. But so he's got that tenacity synergy. You know, that's okay. But then he has 138 speed, okay? The fastest tank in the game. So, really, there's not a lot of offerings that can counter him. And the only possible one... Because, see, here's the problem. You know, when he taunts... Well, he got resisted there by Chewbacca, but... When he taunts, the problem is this. He gives his team turn meter. And so people that would have gone that were slow that would have gone last, like Old Ben, are now going first. Or they're going before you. So, and you're taunt locked. So you can't target anybody. So if they're running, First Order TIE Pilot Leia and Poe's going to go before a fair amount of people is. And he's going to taunt you. He's going to go before any sort of ability blocks are disabled. They designed the game that way. Like, for instance, Luminara is never going to get a chance to ability block him at all. No freaking way. It's just not going to happen. So he's going to taunt, and in doing so, he's going to give his team 25% turn meter, or however much it is. And it's enough to make all of them go first. At that point, Leia's now in stealth. Old Ben is now, ability blocking you, reducing your turn meter by half, and blocking out anything that you might do to counteract that. So it's a lot of synergy there, but the problem is, Old Ben's strong, this guy's strong, that guy's strong. But without Poe, they're beatable. Once you start adding Poe to the mix with his speed, it just makes it's not fun. And like I said, everybody should be beatable, give or take. I mean, I'm talking about people that are very similar in strength, and obviously this is a fair team. It's not a terrible team, and it's not like we're talking about a counter team here, like Leia First Order TIE Pilot. It's just a lot of damage. It's nobody's counter. So I haven't seen one in here in Galactic War. I'd like to, and I'd like to show you. So now there's a lot of stuff I want to do with the videos and give you guys more content of some different stuff, and I'm going to try to give you guys some not Galactic War, but the PvP aspect of it. I'm going to try to just start recording my PvP fights and letting you guys see, what the kind of current meta is. But on my server, I gotta say, the guys have found it. I'm just really impressed. The guys are very, very skilled. And I'm gonna have to do this, even though I did want to heal JC as well. The guys on my server, man, gotta give props to them, because they are really creating the meta. I don't think they got it from anywhere else. I don't know where they could have gotten it from. It's just something they designed themselves. And when they saw Poe come out, they were the first on it. So I'm not saying they're the only people who had the idea, but they're some of the first people that got on it. They immediately gravitated towards Poe. They had First Order TIE Pilot. They have Leia. And the thing is, there's some cooperation there. I mean, we know each other, we talk, so, I'm happy to see them develop such strong squads, and, kind of proud of that. Our server is really, really good in that way. But at the same time, I want it to be somewhat balanced, or have a counter. Thing is, I made a mistake. I kind of went Admiral Akbar, and, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculous. This guy's gonna revive too. Yeah. That's funny. Well, anyways, I just want there to be some sort of, counter out there, and really it doesn't feel like too much on that one. At least not on the Jedi aspect, and you don't have a lot of ways to go. You should be able to fiddle with your team and kind of tweak them out to build and beat other teams. Anyways, I got a couple developments here, so I don't know if you guys have been noticed. I've worked on Phasma, just because I went down that path. I do like Phasma. Now, my Phasma is fully upgraded, so don't expect any more than what you're getting here. And once I get some, one more set of shards, she'll be completely 7-star. Right now, she's 6-star, and she's close. Yeah. So, and as you can see, she's pretty much fully maxed. I mean, except her fuselage. Or fusillade. And that's only 5% damage. And she's missing tenacity. This could actually do a little bit for her. So I may try to go for that. You know how much of a pain that stuff is to farm. Oh, and it's hard to gear up so many characters. It's hard to keep them geared and to develop new ones. Anyways, I'm going Stormtrooper Akbar. And I got Akbar and Stormtrooper Han from packs. I got a 3-star Han Solo. I was pretty happy about that because I really wanted to work on him. I was actually going to just start him. And that's something I want to mention again because some of you guys have said, hey, this really helped me. This is an absolute fact, Jack. You do not, oh my god, want to open packs. Sorry, you don't want to level up and buy into characters that you potentially could open up with packs, because that's going to save you 80 shards at the beginning, and that's going to be huge for you. My Quiggle Jin, he had to make the ultimate sacrifice. See, this team right here is not to be trifled with. They've got a lot of dots on me, and they're going to kill freaking what's his face now. It's alright. I'm not too worried about it. We don't need Qui-Gon Jinn so much. He's nice to have. His speed is a definite help, but I've lost him pretty early on, many times before. So I'm not too super worried about it. So my thought process was this. Akbar, if you don't know, he gives leadership bonus, plus 21 speed, I believe, for rebels. And, you know, this whole thing with Poe, the thing is, it showed me how important speed was. Well, that's all Poe's going to get, I hope, for God's sakes. I think that's maybe why they made him that way. But if you think about it, it's actually pretty good, because although he can't increase, just by himself he has the fastest speed in the game. Han has to have a secondary character. So now, you're not just leveling Han. You're leveling Han, and you're leveling Akbar. And that's only if you get Akbar. And just so you know, Akbar and Han are both in PvP shipments. So, that's going to take you a while. So, kind of so. Oh god. This is nice. Great. We're about to have a lot of fun here. Okay. Pew pew. Did he not have advantage on with a 45% chance to kill someone's face? That's ridiculous. I'm telling you what, man. You're pissing me off today. You got advantage now, sucker. Now, my first order TIE pilot, pretty proud of him. I know other people have 7-star, but heck, 5-star, and he's got more health than Qui-Gon Jinn. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? But at the same time, you know, he doesn't have a cloak like Leia. But at the same time, he shoots first round, and he will live. You will not be able to blow him up before he kills you, or one of your dudes. then you might be able to blow him up. It takes about 2 rounds. You know, with Qui-Gon Jinn there, you're putting out a lot of damage. Especially if you're surrounded by other damagers. Unless you pull in Captain Phasma, you're generally going to hit for a ton because he increases the damage by 50. Well, TIE Fighter Pilot, I don't even have the last 250 health in there. That'd be a couple more bars, and then he's only 5-star. When he's 6 and 7-star, that dude, you're not going to kill him. I seriously doubt it. And some other people out there in PvP land, they have it. They have it big time. And they're not playing around. They're very, very tanky. You're never going to kill them. See, I bet if he shoots, he just could one-hit this Daka. Near about. Oh, I guess not. That'll kill her. Resisty little weotch. Okay, good. So irritating. I'm switching targets now. She's got advantage, so he's gonna hit twice and kill her. Give me some sprayed. I wonder if they're gonna blow a heal right now. Nope. He's still got advantage on. That's nice. Now see, when First Order TIE Pilot, he benefits from advantage. I think there are a couple other First Order players that, little characters that do. He probably has the most, significant of them all, because his is doubles the chance of second strike. When it's leveled up, it's 45%. It was 30% before, so that was only doubled. That was 60%. Now 45%. He's got a 90% chance to attack again under the effects of advantage. So that's pretty significant. He's fun to play too. I'm telling you, a lot of guys, they were like, oh, copycat, blah 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 about First Order TIE Pilot from my server, because a couple of them were using him. I had him in the back pocket. I played him early in the game. I got him, and I played him, and I was like, holy crap, this guy hits so hard. Even at level 1, you just knew when you played him, you were like, dang, this guy is no joke. Look at this. I've been saving for this. See, that's not bad at all. That's going to make a big difference. It's got a lot more health. It's going to hit reasonably harder. Also, another thing is, Phasma, if you guys didn't know, he's affected by advantage. This attack deals 65% more damage if Phasma has advantage. That's why I leveled that. Because he's going to be under the effects of advantage. Not all the time, not the whole game, but even in PvP, you'll start to get some pew-pews off. Like that. Dang, he was quick. I'll kill this guy. Yeah. They don't really have a lot of big damagers on their team. I'll give him advantage and we'll see what's up with his damage. I mean, see how Luminara and JC Jedi Consular just kind of tag team it out? Look at Barris. This is just his basic attack. Look at that. I mean, she's one of the tankiest characters that you'll ever see. And she just gets mauled. Oh gosh. Tag team again. It's almost like I hate to waste a shot. Because look, you can just kill. And see, 2700. He hit significantly harder. Wasn't crazy, but then he about starts hitting what my Jedi are doing. Not quite Luminara status, but Luminara was a crit. So 10k damage from his basic auto attack. Every turn, 10k damage. Under the effects of advantage, which that only increases his chance. He's still got a chance in there to, to make magic happen. But the thing about First Order TIE Pilot under AI is you can just bank on the fact that you're going to lose somebody. Just hope that he doesn't kill somebody you really, really like. Now Poggle. What a gangsta. Resisted. Great. This is good. This is really good for us. Told you. You can pretty much bank on somebody dying. I'm pretty sure my heals is down. Now I'm ability block. Goodbye, Luminara. You've been wonderful. I'm telling you, man, this is something the guys talk about, is the AI are getting, they're getting an advantage in their proc rates. It could be true. Definitely not 100% chance on that ability block from Boba Fett. God bless, child. I mean, that's a little much. But it's okay, because I own him, so I don't mind. But I bet it would be frustrating for you guys if you're trying to free-to-play and somebody gets First Order TIE Pilot. He is farmable, but here's the danger. It would take such a long time that I almost wouldn't suggest it. I'd be scared to get nerfed into the ground. And then you have some guy that you wasted tons of time on. It's kind of like Count Dooku. They gave Count Dooku in a free pack, right? And then people complain about him. I wasn't upset at him. I understood him. He was a little irritating at certain levels. But I knew he was, just like people said, he's going to fall off when the stars levels fall off. People moaned, complained. I mean, dude, I can one-hit that guy. So easy. People bitched and moaned, and then they nerfed him. But see, that's really not right to the players who he takes so long to farm. I mean, we're talking... I mean, the math for me, even without spending stuff on him, would just take forever in a day. I don't have time for that. I still farm him daily, but anyways, he is a huge investment of time and energy, and it's just kind of sad that, they can just go out and say, oh, well, now we're nerfing him. Yes, they did need to fix his bug. He was generating turn meter 100% of the time. But then they kind of gave him a little nerf, and it's like, he's not easy to farm, child. He's pretty hard to farm. Look at this. This is like a Night Sisters team. I didn't watch who was a leader. I wonder if it's Asajj, because she gives them speed. And that's what you probably want with them, because they are stupid slow. And it looks like they are, because they are slow. That is one thing about them. She's lucky she deflected that. And she's not lucky that First Order TIE Pilot gets to have a turn. Dang. Ha 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 ha. Love it. Qui-Gon Jinn with First Order TIE Pilot's a lot of fun. Make sure she doesn't revive anybody. Oh. Okay, can't select things. Thank you. Having that bug. Kill her. Her. See, it's pretty hard now with advantage on, and that was just a basic attack, so his crit would be way more. Please stop missing. Thank you. Tell you what, these Night Sisters are pretty tanky. And you know what? I love to be original. I really want to be original. But to be honest, it's just sad. Some of these team comps just don't work. And if you look over the Night Sister one, it looks like a hell of a lot of fun. You might be able to beat the top tier teams with them, potentially. But there's no synergy in AI, and they won't do a damn thing together. That was 4 out of them, and I think she had the Night Sister buff for speed, and that's the one you'd go for right off the bat. So that was probably the best you're gonna see of that. I don't want Barris. I want a heavy hitter. No, you know what I want? I want Akbar. I want Han. And I want Massage. We gotta test this out. Oh, how I wish Old Ben were a rebel. See how Han goes first? Now everyone on this team goes first. And too bad that my ability block is down. That's not good, because that kind of takes away the effectiveness of it all. Okay. That didn't work. Working out well so far. Oh, that's dirty. Akbar would be so much fun. Oh, I really wanted Phasma. That's who I should have brought in. Oops. Tom's getting tankier by the minute. Pretty exciting stuff. God, please stop evading me. Palpatine can't evade these suckers. Now he's not under the effects of taunt, and when they're that low health, typically, they won't directly attack him. They might AI him, but they won't attack him. Bam. Look at that. How about that turnaround, suckers? That's Akbar power right there. So dirty. So dirty. I'm just gonna drop everything here. Just because you can suck it, player. So there we go. Don't forget to open that last chest. Magna Guard. Hey, I'm cool with that. So look, now I've got Luminara and Captain Phasma completely done. You see, IG 86 would be good if you're going droid team. Dacha, decent. Really, the next ones are obvious. Poggle, not Tusken Raider, unless you got a Ruru, and then maybe that might be okay. Tebow, honestly, Tebow can do some work in AI situations. He's pretty good. His proc rate will be improved because that's just AI cheats that they have, and it's really good if you got a heavy hitter team. And then Biggs, Darklighter. He's another guy. I got to choose between Poggle and Biggs for myself, and I'm probably going to go Biggs because he's similar to Qui-Gon. I do have him here. Biggs. Yeah. So he would already be a 5-star right now. And then 5-star to 7-star, that's 185 from where he's at. So he would need like 170. That's 15 shards a day. So that's 11 days of farming. Biggs, Darklighter, 7-star. So he would go in well. Thing is that really my Han Solo, he needs a little bit more health. That damage that you just saw wasn't quite as hard a hit as taking First Order TIE Pilot and Leia. That's the team comps that I'm trying to kind of get around. And that's their damage. So Han just cannot stand up to that. There's no way he could. He doesn't have enough health. If you see, he's got 8,300 health. So that's really low. Really, really, really low. So I need to get him to 6-star. That's 33 more. I wish I could get a shipment with 3 shards in there for him. Just so it would save me. One popped up. I was cheap and didn't buy it. And now I want it. But I need to get him to at least 6-star, and I'm hoping that once he's there, that'll feed him maybe 40 strength. It's like 400 health, I believe. And then he's completely geared out. So this is all you're going to see of Han. These could help. 10% max damage increase. Could help him draw fire. It will increase the turn meter gain of your allies. Which means you could basically pull in slower allies that you might not normally run like Asajj, because it will give them first turn advantage, potentially. And 5% turn meter reduction. You know, that's basically 25% chance when he's attacked to take away turn meter. And that's why he's a little bit better than Poe. Because he can start to turn the tide towards you. He can start to turn their rate down and turn your rate up. But he's a lot of work. And he's never going to be better than Poe. Simple as that. Until you get Akbar in the mix. Because it's all about speed. And the thing is, too, is that Poe is faster than a lot of people, but he's slower than Qui-Gon Jinn and a couple other people that you really want to be slower than. Obviously, one counter that's very obvious and just sitting there is Count Dooku, but Count Dooku's stun rate is more 90% for Jedi. It's 45 for everybody else. But the thing is that Poe, it's not just Poe, it's also his follow-up. So in that case, almost always Poe is combined with Obi-Wan, Old Ben. So what you do is take Dooku, stun Old Ben. You have a 90% chance of doing that. And then you just deal with Poe while they're stunned for a turn. And then you would be able to cast your abilities, which would make a big difference in your damage output and your ability to control. So, it's just some thoughts of mine. Obviously, there's some great characters out there. I'd love to be Jedi only. Kit Fisto is really close to 6-star, and that would make him totally viable. Look, if you're going to spend money, I'm telling you, you can't spend 100, you can't spend 200. It's either all in or all out. I wouldn't go out and spend a whole bunch of money because the chances are not in your favor. Really. You know, you're more likely to get a bunch of junk characters, and until you start spending a large sum of money, then you're going to get all characters, and then you're just going to get like stuff on top of that. I was lucky enough I have a lot of different crap out here, but lucky enough to basically get all the characters. But you see, like Leia, she's 5-star. That's all she's going to be. 25, 85. She's got 60 more shards to 6-star. She's still viable, I believe, at 5-star because she'll cloak, so she won't be able to be attacked, so health won't be a factor. But it's not great, you know. And that's so when you start spending money, the game tells you who you can play as far as the paid characters. Like Kit Fisto, pretty close, but I need 10, 9, really, to get to 6-star. So I'm just I'm held out of that. And you don't want to go into the investment thing. Now, people like Kylo Ren, they're easy to farm for, you know. But some of these paid characters that you're interested in, you think I'm going to run 5-star Darth Maul? I don't think so. He's way too squishy. He'll get murdered in a second. So, it is what it is, but I'm telling you, Biggs Darklighter, been hearing good things. He's got a call-in assist. He's got a 25% chance to gain critical. I'm sure that goes up quite a bit. And he's got evasion up, so. Hey, baby! Oh. Hey, baby. Say hey. Say hey.
Hey.
Hey. Alright, y'all. I'll try to add some PvP to this in a bit.